Stress piled on, thicker than nylon. Living the violence, hotter than fire alarms. I try hard, but at times my mind's gone. How will I pay the bills now that my second child's born? Now I can go on like so on and so on. And when I get home, my girl always putting the show on. She think I keep a secret. I just tell her roll on and please stop sweating me, cause I've been working so long. But now it's time to make moves. Put on my suede shoes, feeling so fly in the sky. I need a spacesuit. I'm so grateful, trying to make a breakthrough. Record that'll make your face sour like a grapefruit. And I'ma get it cause it's written in the stars like a starlight, star bright. Wonder where you are, tight bar after bar. No strife, no scar. Now my life shine bright like the lights on your car.
Day by day, hour by hour, it's so sweet and sour. Day by day, hour by hour, it's so sweet and sour.
Well, anyway, I remember just sipping Hennessy. I'm broke, I'm in my crib, and I know that for sure my rent be late. My landlord's knocking at my door. I'm asking, can he wait? Cause money that I owe the line's longer than the MVA. Selfish dreams crushed with my self-esteem. Catching sales of weed. I'm where the smoke is like kerosene. I needed charity and nobody was hearing me. No recipe to make this cake, no Sara Lee. That was the days when I ain't even have a jacket. Now miraculous, it's fabulous. The sun is on my glasses and it's cool. Pina colada and some daiquiris. Remember they deserted me. Treat me like some cactuses. But now I'm about to take it there. I'm hotter than Jamaica, yeah. And how they gon' beat me at this game? I ain't playing fair. I made my bones, now I finally get a break in here. Young Shakespeare, focused on my paper trail. Gone.
Day by day, hour by hour, it's so sweet and sour. Day by day, hour by hour, it's so sweet and sour.
For like 3 years, 4 years.
Yo.
Bass. Hey. Right. We talking to hey. What up, yo? It's tight quarters in this joint, you know what I'm saying? Oh, right.
We tight.
Right. Come on, Sherm.
So we were supposed to start the show off. One, two, three. Blackness.
Right.
But these jokers did not follow protocol.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Look. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Substantial Sundays.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah, man. Of course, I am Substantial. And to my far left, we got the homie backed by popular demand, Sherm The Barber J.
Had to show up again.
You know what I'm saying? And to my immediate left, we got my man, J Cash up in this joint.
We got his knees in here too.
Yeah,
We got Ebony and Ivory knee action going on. You got
You got the interracial swirl, the knee swirl.
Hey, look, the whole time though, we blending like a mug, man.
Hey yo, and to my right, last but not least, man, the homie T.Lucas. So for those of y'all,
that was free reverb.
Right. You know what I'm saying? A little delay joint. So look, for those who don't know who T.Lucas is, you're gonna get a great opportunity to learn who the brother is today. If you were already watching at the start of the video, you heard a song playing at the very beginning. That's a song called Sweet and Sour, which is by T.Lucas. And if you are interested in checking out more of his music, you can go into the description, and there is a link to his music and the social media stuff. You know what I mean?
Josh, we're not even doing that.
How many you got?
2 weeks ago, bro. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't. But we'll talk about that some other time.
Yeah.
That dumbass Popeyes.
Oh my God.
Sandwich. I'm not eating that shit.
Right.
I'm not eating that crap.
We are not dedicating
Popeyes. Well, no,
80 minutes of the show.
I don't not eat chicken.
to talk about
I'm not going to eat Popeyes. I can't mess with Popeyes.
But what about the Burger King vegan burger?
I won't eat that either. You know they bought up all the Impossible burgers.
They literally.
Wow. Like, you can't get an Impossible burger anywhere because Burger King bought the whole. Like they bought them all.
Wow. Yeah, they supposed to be taking it to grocery stores as well at some point.
They've been. I think they've been at grocery stores.
I haven't been able to find them yet.
I think Whole Foods has
Beyond Meat.
Beyond Meat
is the best joint.
Yo, so real quick, if it's your first time watching Substantial Sundays, make sure you check in. A lot of y'all have already checked in, but make sure you check in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Make sure you share the link if you haven't done it already. And also hit subscribe if you haven't done that. And make sure you turn on your notifications so you can be a part of the notification squad. All that good stuff. Gentlemen, how was y'all weekend, man?
Can I go first?
Go and do it, sir.
All right. So I had one of the most fire-ass weekends that I've had.
Oh, you saw Stokely, right? That
was one
thing. Yeah.
So Friday night, I went on my first boat party. A friend of mine turned 40. Shayla turned 40. She had a boat party in Georgetown.
Oh,
that shit was fucking dope, man.
That's dope.
That shit was dope. Like,
dope.
I'm a real minimalist type of person, so I'm still amazed by shit like being on the water. Because like you're on a floating device on the water, and it's like that shit's still like shit like that is still really cool to me. So like we were having a party in the middle of the water. That shit was really cool, man. That shit was really fucking cool to me.
I'm stuck on you surprised by boat stage.
No, it's still like I'm still amazed by it. Like that shit was cool.
He's on a floating device.
It's not like that. Like it's cool that you can be in the midst. Like just think like there was a time when you look at when people looked at the ocean, it was like damn. Like I wonder what that's about. But now we're at the point where like we're having parties in the middle of the water. Like that, like shit like that is still like really amazing to me, man. It's just me. So Friday had a boat party, super awesome. Got really drunk, made it home, fantastic. Go team, go. Saturday we saw Stokely. Like that shit is still like that was to me that it felt like that really didn't even happen.
I know some of y'all kind of young up in this joint. Mint Condition, one of the greatest R&B groups ever. They made a song called They made a song called Pretty Brown Eyes, which like forever changed them dudes' lives. You know what I mean? Super talented brothers, man. Look, real quick, what's your favorite like Mint Condition joint that's not Pretty Brown Eyes?
Anything off Living the Luxury, Brown.
Okay.
Anything.
That ain't a real quick. I hate when you do that to me.
Yeah, it's hard questions, baby. My joint is Sometimes.
I was gonna say Sometimes.
Yo, that's my shit.
No,
I said it first. I said it first.
You can't have that. Too late. All right.
Yeah, I knew Steph was gonna be a Stokely fan, man. Stokely's that dude.
Steph, I'm still gonna challenge you. I meant what I said on Instagram.
Right. But look, so the whole time though, the Stokely show was free.
Yeah,
it was at Fort DuPont Park.
Yeah, I saw
and it was like it felt like a dream. Like we just pull up at this park. We park like the parking was just at random. You just park on the side of the street. Mm-hmm. You walk off into the woods. You start to hear this amazing music. Next thing you know, it's a huge park with tons of people. And by the way, you get to see Stokely just for free. Yeah. Oh, and he was body bagging, man. Dude was dancing.
Oh no,
all kind of shit.
He's nice.
And of course, just like the energy from all of that melanin and all that peacefulness, like So that was my Saturday. Then today, we're like, what are we going to do today? Let's go to let's go to Old Town Virginia waterfront. And found the Torpedo Factory. One of the illest. I've never seen an art space like this before. It's an art space. It's a functional art space where you can build torpedoes. They actually used to build torpedoes there. They're still in there. But you can actually it's a studio / exhibit. So people are actually the artists are actually in there working while you're walking through checking. Like it's a space about this big. Some of them are a little bigger. It is the dope. Like it is so dope.
I think I'm gonna take your advice, yo. I think I am gonna hit them up.
Yes, please.
Because there's some other stuff I'm gonna tell you off camera. I was supposed to tell him last week and I forgot. But I'm gonna tell you.
Stan always says I'm gonna tell you stuff off camera and never.
We always get to talk about other shit off camera.
What just happened?
Nothing.
No, it says stream complete. It disconnected.
Oh my God!
All right, hold on one second. Bring it up.
Stream resume.
Okay. So we thought we lost y'all for a second there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, thanks for everybody that actually gives a crap about seeing Sherm, man.
Yeah, man.
I almost want to drop a K in this joke, man. Y'all missed it, man. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of art spaces, Blind Wino.
Yeah.
Is that they still around?
They changed the name, right?
What? No, it's not even. You talking about the joint at the harbor?
They
absolutely closed that joint, which is my favorite spot to go
definitely closed a while ago.
I'm pissed about that.
Not the harbor, but it's on the southwest, that
church.
Yeah. I feel like they changed the name of it. Like there's something else. Like they renamed it to something else. I feel like I saw an announcement or whatever. Because I'm on their mailing list, so I got something. It's still like an art space, but I feel like they're doing something else with it though, like a different color. I can't remember. I'll look into that for those who care. Steph, your top 3 singers, I am not mad about that at all. Stevie, Donnie, Stokely. I mean,
what do you mean? Yes, he beats Usher. Like, come on, that's Stokely. He murders.
Yeah,
he assassinates Usher. Steph, like
Usher is the entertainer.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But, like,
and he can sing.
He can
but
sing.
He's not Stokely.
But he ain't Stokely.
He ain't Stokely.
Yeah, man. But yeah, you was what was it?
It was, I mean, it wasn't exciting like being in the woods and being on a boat like this dude. Like I should have went first. You know what I'm saying? So my weekend was pretty chill. You know what I mean? I got some things I'm working on now that I got to get taken care of this week. But we'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah.
Because we always say we're gonna talk about it off camera and then never talk about it.
I know so as soon as we go out there and the kids and everything else, it's a wrap. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
What about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna let T go next because like my shit's a little heavy, so and I don't want to spend too much time on it. Yeah. Well, go ahead, brother.
I mean, I celebrated my father's 72nd birthday.
Oh,
that's so dope, man.
Happy birthday, Mr. Lucas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blessings for spared life and all of that. And, you know, just chill, spend time with the family and, you know, formulating my next move.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, for me, just was working on music today, started some stuff, this Edo Bushido stuff, trying to finish up. And what else? Like the major thing that I've been dealing with since like Thursday, really longer than that. So for the last 2 years, my nephew, he's technically my great nephew, has been fighting brain cancer. And so, you know, a couple weeks ago, my sister was like, you know, they basically said that he ain't have much time left. And so they're trying to make arrangements. And my niece, who, you know, you know what I mean? Like, she's not made of money, so she needs a lot of help. So the family's doing what we can to help.
For anything like this.
Yeah, and so my sister basically, you know, she knows our business. That part of what we do is help people with crowdfunding. So I had to help them launch a crowdfunding campaign. So it's really like it was really heart wrenching, like just doing all that stuff. But the upside of it is that we launched the campaign like 1, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning Friday, and by Saturday afternoon they made the money that she needed.
Look at God.
So anybody that's watching right now who shared the link, sent like any type of messages, man, just like sending like just any type of love, man. Super grateful to have y'all in our corner, man. Thank y'all. You know, it definitely made the situation a bit easier and stuff. My nephew is, he's fighting. You know what I mean? He's still in good spirits. And my niece, she's a trooper. Like Brandy is a super trooper, man. Like just, you know, she's a soldier. Yeah, for real. Shout out to my sister Lisa as well. But yeah, man. So yeah, they went over the goal. The goal was to get $3,000 to cover everything because of how they're doing how they're handling the memorial. It's not going to be as expensive as certain things, and then plus it's a child, so then there's that. But they actually surpassed the goal by nearly another $1,000. So yo, y'all are amazing, man. So thank y'all, you know. But anyway, on a much lighter note, you know what I mean? This week was
Jesus.
So Sherm sent me a text that was just like, yo, 1,000 albums. And I was like, huh? Yo, like, and then I realized after he cleared it up, like, yo, like, it's been a ridiculous amount of music released this past week. Yeah. Like, a ridiculous amount.
And quality
yes,
music.
That part. Like, I don't know what y'all are listening to, but, yo, it's so much dope shit that came out this week. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We had Little Brother dropped on Tuesday, right?
Chicago.
Yo, shout out to North Carolina, which has been having a great year.
Yeah,
North Carolina's been having a great year.
I thought about that when listening to the Rhapsody's album.
Yeah, as soon as that, I was like, God damn.
Listen, the Dreamville,
Ninth Wonder, pretty much.
The Dreamville album.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Right. Then you got the Little Brother album. You got Rhapsody's album.
Okay.
I feel like, and look, let's be clear. Even though YBN Cordae is from the DMV, he's actually originally from North Carolina as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So he started out in North Carolina and then moved up to the DMV.
Okay. Yeah, he lived in Soup.
Yeah, he lived in Soup.
He live on my side of town.
Yeah, man. So yo,
track with him. YBN Cordae, T.Lucas.
Right.
We gotta
make it happen.
Hey, what up, Ryan? Altabello. How you doing there, man?
Peace.
Good,
What's
nice
going
to have
on?
you.
We got no love
man.
in here. That's what's up. But yeah, man. So it's just been an amazing week for music. Then
What
we
up,
also
Mike?
had a new Jadena album, which is fire.
Good.
In that video.
Fire.
Have you seen the video?
No.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
know he had a video.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, like dude,
This
like
is
I'm talking
fire.
about. It bodies the first album.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
I mean,
That was my next.
That might have been a little. That might have been a little hard.
the way it starts, I feel like it starts to kind of get closer to the it's not too far from the last album as you go through it a little more.
Yeah.
But the way it starts, I'm like, you ain't come for any game.
Starts and ends. The middle. So the middle is. So the beginning and the end are real hard. The middle is his Afro beat shit, which is still, of course, fire. But it just feels more like the last album. But his other shit, Jungle Fever, woo, that shit is fire.
Oh, so real quick, since we talking about music, that's dope. So the person said, I just have to say, I was searching all over the web for the first song playing. It had me instantly hooked. Then I saw a comment from T.Lucas and finally found it. Fantastic song. Boom, we got one.
Oh,
yeah. So don't. That is. What's it? Earley K. I'm not sure if we said your name right, but yo, yeah, yeah, man. And we're gonna jump into a lot of questions with this brother before we get out of here. Don't worry, he ain't just here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Raphael Sadiq drop.
Underachievers.
Underachievers drop.
I said BJ.
BJ the Chicago kid drop.
Rhapsody.
We said Rhapsody. It's craziness. It's crazy. So instead of like talking about everything, right? I say everybody, like, what's your favorite joint this week? You know what I mean?
Well,
and then
I have a secret crush on her. You know who's
Rhapsody.
You know already.
It's kind of not a secret. It's kind of not. Fun fact: I met Rhapsody at the White House, and I recorded her like sending a message to Shermark. This was back while Obama was still in office.
Other than my wedding day and the birth of my child, best day of my life. Best day of my life.
I saw her there, and I told her, I was like, yo, my homie Shermark's a huge fan, like, and then my wife's a fan, so I went and found my wife. Well, I was going to find Shell. Rhapsody's so cool, she walked with me to find my wife, just so my wife could show her love. That was crazy. Like, we at the White House, yo. First of all, you ain't gotta be kicking it with us. But like the fact that she stopped what she was doing, she's like, no, you ain't gotta go get her. I walk with you.
That's how dope my boo is.
Yeah,
that's how dope my boo is. Man, what you mean?
Yeah. So thoughts on the Rhapsody album, Sherm?
So thoughts on the Rhapsody album?
He about to drool.
It is. No, it's not gonna be as much drool. So it is absolute fire.
So much.
I had my man tell me, yeah, this Jadena album is flames, and he gave me the list of all the shit that came out. I'm like, Rhapsody, nigga, what are you talking about? Jadena album is flames. Rhapsody is on that list. Nigga, that trumps everything. Big Joker, no time for games. It is an absolute fire-ass album. Did you see that finger?
Thank you, John.
There's a thing there. We can address it.
Yeah,
so, for anybody that's like wondering, anybody that heavily follows music like us, maybe you've heard the Jamila Woods album.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a little research.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know, if you don't know, we're going to tell you now. But if you know, Rhapsody released her album Eve, which is a homage to powerful black women, all of which are the track list names.
Every title of the song.
But if you know better, no, that's not what I meant to say. If you know otherwise, what is it called?
Legacy.
Jamila Woods released a project called Legacy.
It's just
which is Legacy.
Right.
Which is the exact, like, literally,
it's the same
verbatim.
concept.
It's the exact same concept from the track list to the concept of the songs. It is the exact same.
Yeah, it's the same direction.
But and Rhapsody's project did come out after. We did some research though, because Rhapsody released Sojourner, which was on the Jamla project, and she released Sojourner in
fourth quarter of 2018, which would imply that she already started.
She had already had already had the concept before Jamila Woods released her album.
Right.
Are we saying that Jamila Woods might have? No, we're not saying that at all. We're saying that we just wanted to know because there was no conversation. Like we figured it out just because we just listened to the music and just realized like, oh shit, this is the rap version of the Jamila Woods album.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh no, we're concerned because we both love Rhapsody. Me, of course, more than him. He does not love Rhapsody more than I do.
No, he wins.
No one on this planet loves Rhapsody
wins.
more than I do.
He definitely wins.
So
because truth be told, like when he used to bring her stuff to me, and I heard some of her stuff, like I thought she was solid, but like the way people would talk about her, I didn't hear the hype when I heard her. And then the song that started making me really love her was the joint she did with BJ the Chicago Kid. It's a relationship song.
Drama.
Nah,
Holiday.
It's the
Sing Your Blues.
Nah.
Oh my God.
Because I be looking for the soulful joints, man. Like for instance, anybody can have like a couple. Like it's not hard to it's not hard for certain rappers.
I'm about to say, wait a minute.
Right, it's hard for some rappers.
Hold up.
But like I feel like putting the bars together and being clever with the joint, like when you a top tier MC or you're a lyrical MC, that's just kind of a given. But the harder part is being able to make a song like with a
Paint a picture.
Yeah, to paint a real picture, cover a topic, make it equally as lyrical and as dope as any of your punchline stuff, and have some soul with it. Because at the end of the day, it's like, dog, like for me, battle rhymes is like it's like practicing martial arts or whatever, but you're not actually. It's just like, yo, you sparring all the time. You showcasing your bars, this, that, and the third. You sparring, but the real fight in this is being able to make real music.
In that case,
timeless.
mine for her was
Yeah.
the man. When she talked about the kid and
right.
Yeah, that's my that was my.
And so, and what I realized instantly when I heard that song was I was listening to way too much of her. Like I was hearing all of the punchline battle stuff, and I'm a punchline battle dude, so don't instantly impress me.
I do not agree with that.
So
I do not agree.
What happened?
Wendy, I don't agree with that comment. Rap is a man's soul.
What?
Rap is a man's
Are you
soul?
saying okay? So if
rap
you're saying
as in
Rhapsody has a man's soul, I don't agree with that because I just feel like female rappers are just as dope. But if you're saying rap is a man's soul, as in human, it's a man, like a person's soul, then I definitely agree with that. But yeah, we just kind of what do you call that? Syntax? The syntax, man.
Syntax message.
Yeah, it's all good.
Ask all the questions about T.Lucas. Ask all the damn questions.
So
I would say I even want to respond to that one right there. Rap is a man's soul. Rap started in the Bronx, 1973, Sedgwick Avenue.
Cedric and Cedar.
Cool DJ Hurt.
DJ Cool Hurt.
And it really came out of the birth of impoverished people in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Black and Hispanic people, you know what I'm saying? And elevated to all the other cultures and stuff like that. But it's the voice of impoverished people, so it don't matter if you're a man or a woman.
So he clarified.
On that.
He clarified. He was just saying human. He was saying
Okay.
Got you. All right.
Got you.
Appreciate the clearing that up. So
we fake ass PC in here, Wendy. We fake as shit PC.
Yeah. I heard the joint. Yeah. My favorite joints. I love the Latifah joint. I love the last song. The joint with BJ Morton is dope with the Pac sample. That joint's crazy. I love the joint with Jid and Surf.
Yeah.
That joint. Oh my God. Like that joint. The second I saw the track list, and I was like, is it weird to have a favorite song before you even hear it? Right. It's like, cause it's like, yo, I love Sir. I love Jid. Shout out to Sherm for putting me on the both of them. And yeah, that song was everything I thought it was going to be. But that last song though, that joint,
Hey, I love how Rhapsody tends to hold her nuts on songs, man. She got on the Sojourner shit. No, listen.
Why can't she hold the titties? You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm
man, everything, make everything.
So, but look, the reason why I say is because she gets on these songs with these people that you're like, oh man, I'm concerned. Sojourner,
Sojourner,
the joint with Jid.
Yeah.
Both tracks that she's done with Kendrick. You can never hear a song with her and be like, oh man, she got ate up. No,
Yeah.
she never gets eaten.
That's true.
Man. She
That's
never gets eaten.
My Ava, we do listen to Toby. We had a conversation.
We
right
just was
before-
talking about Toby. That's
before
my
our show. We'll say that for another time.
Yeah,
But-
because we don't. Yeah, we just want to
don't
keep.
you do it, Sherm.
Yeah, we like him. We like him.
Most of the time.
I would like to say one thing about the album. On certain tracks, I felt like it was named a certain thing,
But it didn't
but it
really.
didn't necessarily like.
It didn't connect.
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah.
connect to that name.
Yeah.
So some of the joints she was using the production to stand in, like, so if
Yeah.
you listen, like, certain production has different elements of maybe what the song is titled as opposed to the
Right.
lyrics being
Like Abita, the joint that's the fencer, right? About the fencer's name. That like she uses the Liquid Swords beat. Liquid Swords.
Oh, okay.
Abita,
And Nina, she has
Right.
Nina's
So it's
But
in
I
there.
felt the same thing.
Right.
You did. Like I was looking
There was a
for
couple
connect,
times, yeah.
Like, how is this connected?
Like
to,
the-
I feel like Jamila
Whatever.
Woods did a better job
yes,
of doing that.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like her album. Like the dope thing about those two records, I feel like if you love the concept, but then you don't like rap music, you would love Jamila Woods' album. If you like the concept, but you don't like R&B, then you're gonna love Rhapsody
Yeah.
album. So like, cause they literally are the same concept.
That'll
They're doing
probably
the
be a
same
dope
thing.
playlist.
Yeah.
Put them both on
Yeah.
the joint.
Yo. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Hey, so next week we will have the playlist for y'all. Substantial Sundays, Jamila Woods, Rhapsody, Legacy / Eve. Eve's Legacy.
Eve's
Oh!
Ooh.
Eve's like, hey,
High five on that.
So if anybody else do it before,
He said it first.
Sorry. He said it first.
Good job, Sean. Right here.
What was your favorite joint that came out this week? Your favorite album that came out this week? I got feeling what you gonna say, but
Yeah, you know it. It's LB.
Little Brother. Okay.
And
Okay.
the funny thing is I am not a big Little Brother fan, but I know of them. And I know they kind of make that soulful music, and that Ninth Wonder was the DJ or the producer, you know what I'm saying, and put all that together from way, way, way back in the day. But when I heard this, it was like I knew they was getting back together. And I really felt the camaraderie. I felt that a lot of points that they touched on, the beat selection, and what was being said was necessary, needed to be heard in hip hop right now. And I went to the beach with my fiance, Terry. Shout out Terry.
Shout out to Terry.
Shameless plug. But you know, I really felt on the beach listening, looking at our kids
I don't
play.
think Hank was producing this joint.
No, he's not on there at all.
He's not at all.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's
That's the one
really.
that caught me off
And that's
guard.
what's so
Yeah.
dope, but it's still, the production is still in the
Because when I
night of the
heard
vein.
When I heard the first time, somebody asked me, "Is Ninth on it?" Just before I did the research, I said, "Yeah, it sounds."
It sounds like it,
Sound
yeah.
Then I heard, and then my man came on and was like, "Nah, he didn't do none of it." I was like, "Yo, they did an excellent job of mimicking that
I
style."
got you, Johnny.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
to the
that's
point
right.
that I thought it was Ninth and it's not.
Yep,
That's
none
what's
of it.
crazy about it.
But it's Crisis is on some of the joints,
Yeah.
and I think Justice League is on some of the joints. So it's still in that from the same tutelage. It's
Right.
just not Ninth.
Right.
But I'm sure they did that intentionally. But I guess I'm assuming Ninth still ain't fucking with the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
Cause like the whole
That's what I was
crew was
gonna ask.
beefing. Like it was a crew beef. Yeah, nobody was fucking with each other.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
so
I mean, that's my album.
what's your overall opinion on the album? I know you said that's your album, it's your favorite when it came out, but what's your overall take on the album? 'Cause I got my
I
own.
already know, cause you already know what you're about to
You know
say,
what I'm about to
and I tend to agree.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it could have been
Go ahead.
like 2 less skits and 2 more songs.
This is because my point contrasts directly from that. They've been putting out albums in which it's like their album was a show,
Mhm.
right? Now in
Sure.
black media, it's kind of like everything is a show on our lives, and it's very over dramatized and sometimes in a negative way. I felt like time caught up with them, and now is the perfect time with them coming back together, as well as just how they've usually done things, to where it's a perfect symbiosis between what's going on in reality right now and what they've been trying to tell you. And then that song, my favorite song, is Imagination Ain't the Same as Truth.
Yeah,
That
I like that
totally
joint. Yeah.
messed me up, but brought me right back to where, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us need to understand. It's like portraying a false imagery and stuff like that, it really ain't where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they've been saying this, and they've been saying, look at us, we the niggas, the minstrel show, like you said.
Right.
And now it's come to full fruition, full circle, because everything is cyclical.
It's like the album
That's
was
what I
saying,
think.
you see?
I think it's a great
Y'all
album.
see what we was talking about now?
Right.
So, can I
Do it.
Okay, so I love the album. You already knew what I was gonna say. Right, too. It's too damn short. I was listening to it.
It's
I
an
don't
EP
care.
with a bunch of
I don't
skits.
care. Like, I'm not knocking the album for the skits because it's one of those albums that when it gets done, you just let it play all the way over again.
Yeah.
But 37 minutes, I'm
Well,
like, dog, come on, man. 37 minutes, I'm looking for a little bit more. But one song in particular has my heart right now, and that's Right on Time. That is my joint.
Which
That
one
gets
is Right on
Right
Time?
on night come when you want.
Oh, but it's right on time. Yeah.
That song right
It's such a
there
dope fucking
sets
album,
me
man.
right. And
I don't know how I
get
feel about
played.
Peter Rosenberg saying he's the president of UBN.
Every
Every time he said, I'm like,
But
dog,
yo,
you can't say that.
But
Can't say
that
the name.
You cannot.
But
I
that
felt some
name-
kind of way about it. It was funny. I know what they were doing it for was the comedic factor.
Well,
But it's
not,
like,
I think yes, but then like it speaks largely to what's happening in the world. How you have these black organizations,
Blackface.
like
but they're-
black
but they're
organizations, but they are
controlled.
funded
Yeah,
and controlled
yeah.
sometimes by white people.
Ah, okay.
And so I think
because they were clowning themselves the whole time.
yeah,
so,
yo. So
That-
like
that would
I you know.
The Joe Scudder interlude is probably my favorite. feels so good to be a white man again. That shit is hilarious.
Niggas hollering.
Yeah, dog. Their skits have always been classic, man.
You got me on this, I'ma fuck you up.
Hey yo, Johnny going on y'all right now.
What,
He
wait till our knees?
look like Key and Peele on the ballet sketch.
Oh my god, man. Oh shit. You ain't funny though, Johnny. You ain't funny. You ain't funny, man.
Is the LB joint your favorite of the week?
Blackness.
Yeah.
Jason.
Jay Soul, what up, brother? We already did that at the beginning of the show,
You
man.
missed
You
it,
late,
Jay.
dog.
You late, Jay.
man. We 1, 2, 3 and everything. Even though these knockatons were lady shit.
Hey,
I just made that
Hey,
up.
look, I'm gonna do something I've never done before on the show. I'm gonna show them something that y'all can't see, and I want to see their expression, like if they excited about it.
Titties?
Nah, no.
Not this time.
It is female related, but it's not titties. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna show y'all the artwork that I just did for J Soul's single.
Oh,
Yeah.
Has J Soul seen that?
Yeah, he had.
Oh, my girl is on there?
Yeah.
She is so underrated, man.
Yeah.
She is so underrated. That is a dope cover, yeah.
So yeah,
Is that her? Was that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Smith.
Yeah, so did
Love J
that.
Soul.
So J Soul, yo,
Get
shout
your
out to J Soul. We're gonna get him on the show at some point in time once his at least the first
I've
single
been
from
here for like 10 minutes. Talking
Yeah,
shit.
I saw you, Jay. I saw you, Jay. But yo, yeah, so I just showed him the artwork for your single. Bless you. Be on the lookout for J Soul's new joint. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I got a lot of the tracks from it. I can let you hear.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh, he
It's
gonna let
the
us
joint.
say it. He gonna let us say it
This is
off
the
camera
project?
and then forget
The
about it.
compilation joint?
the joint with all the
Oh, Jace, I've been waiting.
Hey,
Sam been telling me about this joint
So,
for a minute.
hey,
I've
listen.
been fucking waiting.
So look, so if you are not following Jason, I got a couple people
Oh,
to
I
follow.
can't wait
Make
to
sure
see
you
this.
follow T.Lucas, right? You can go into the description, got all of his links in the description already. And make sure you follow J Soul.
Oh, can I?
Because J Soul got a fire album coming as well. And he got Uyama on there. He got Cy Smith on there. I'm on there. A lot of dope people.
And one more person, Ryan Collins. If you just to go along with the dope music to check out, Ryan Collins Vintage. She is on all platforms. RyanCollins, and her album is called Vintage. Man, done.
So yo, real quick, as far as my favorite of the week, I'm kind of I don't know if I have one yet, because I like a lot of what I heard, but I would say the one I played the most is the Raphael Sadiq album. And so I think that's largely because, one, a lot of people I know, I saw J Soul calling it dark. I know we had the conversation about how dark it is. And I think, just to put it in context, it's dark for a Raphael Sadiq project, but it's not. But like, if you don't listen to a lot of Raphael Sadiq, and you hear somebody say that it's very dark, like when you listen to it, I mean, the subject matter is dark, but and some of the production, but it's, because it's literally about his brother like being a crackhead.
Wow.
His experience, his brother died of AIDS. So it's not what you're used to hearing from Raphael Sadiq, but it's a dope album. It's a dope album, great content. It's super dope. But so shout out to J Soul up in here. Shout out to Raphael Sadiq.
For everybody talking about the Amazon rainforest, please don't think we're ignoring you guys.
Not at all.
We are definitely coming to that. Don't worry.
It's just a lot. We got a lot to cover.
I hate to keep saying that, and it's like we're just like
Talk about the Amazon. Talk about the Amazon.
So like, so just to address that, you know what I mean? Like, again, I'm always about action, right? Like, you know, like there's only so much you can do with certain things we see. It's an absolute travesty what's happening. Like, it's ridiculous. It's clearly not something that just kind of happened naturally or whatever. It's definitely because like the case that was happening there or whatever when the dude's lost or whatever, and then it happened. It's look it up, bro. Look it up.
It's not accidental.
I read it briefly and saw it.
It's crazy, man, what's going on with that. So you know, I'm a person that hates the whole, like, you know, thoughts and prayers to whoever. I mean, you know, if that's your thing, absolutely thoughts and prayers to you. But for the most part, if anybody knows of any actionable things that can be done, you know about certain organizations that are doing certain things to help, by all means, put the links in the joint. I'll be honest with you, I haven't done more research to find out what some of those things are. But if anybody knows, I know, my man was bringing it up a couple times.
Fernando.
Yeah, Fernando. Peace to Fernando, man. If you know of anything that's been circulating that you think is a great thing to look into in terms of, like, one, providing information, and two, for people who want to get involved and find out how they can help, definitely put that in the chat or the description, or the comment section if you watch this, the replay later. All right, so that's our, there's only so much that can really, I feel like, be said about that, because I feel like a lot of us aren't in a position. I definitely don't. You know what I mean? And I don't have the resources to kind of like turn that around overnight. However, again, if someone has information in terms of things we can support to get involved with what's happening, by all means, please share that. Educate all of us, because I'm definitely always open to the information.
If anybody has an article link that they want to throw in the comment section, definitely. Hey, Fernando, if you got any good articles, throw them in the comment section, man, so everybody can check it out. So
everyone can educate themselves. The light and the move, real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here with my little African bowl. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Rwanda, you don't feel what I'm talking about. And T.Lucas don't know it yet, but he gonna pick a name from in here. Okay. You know what I mean? And this person, whoever gets picked, this is gonna be our winner from the joint we did last week with me and Cash, where we were talking about your opportunity to win some merchandise. So now this merch that I'm talking about it's from the bargain section, right? Which means that it's merch that has been slightly damaged. Maybe a CD cover was cracked. Maybe a set cover was cracked.
Songs.
Nah.
like Sherman Showcase.
Hey,
get with the Sherman Showcase shit. Get your partially complete DVD set.
Enemies with
It's gonna be me dubbed over all this.
This don't sound like substantial though.
Hey, don't do a show with your friends. See how niggas.
And I'm gonna be on the cover. You rapping, I'm on the cover. My face is on all covers.
I hate you. The music is perfectly fine. Covers has been damaged.
It's me all beatbox.
Man.
So T.Lucas, if you can do the honor, he's gonna pick one. And then we're going to let you know who won. And then if you won, you got to contact me. Use IamSubstantial.com to contact me through the contact section.
Does it look like
to send your information
Friday?
I like this name. 1991 Neon Angel.
Oh, that's Grizel.
Oh, Grizel.
She
She
ain't in here tonight,
tonight.
but I will contact her. She has supported and copped so much merch that I already have her information.
That's awesome.
So I will definitely reach out and let you know that you won. If you catch the playback, you won. Yay! And you'll be able to take a look at the store, both on on SUBart Music or Bandcamp, and pick from there. And if I have, it's gonna be a little tattered, but not much. Just a little bit. But thank y'all.
Hey, have you ever heard of that person, Chief Flows, that I tagged you in?
Chief Flows?
Yeah, that.
Oh, Chief Flows. Oh, yeah. That's so she's a fan from Cali. She came to the LA show. Yeah, where she's
She quoted one of your lines. Like, she just started following me at random, and I started following her. And the next thing I know, she's quoting your lyrics. I'm like, oh, she knows Substantial.
Yo, like,
I'm assuming she must have watched the show at some point.
So real quick, and then we
Mugen, hell yeah, man.
Hey man, Mugen, thank you, man. Thank you. Man. We appreciate it.
3 different ways.
Yeah, well, no, it's Mugen.
You're saying it right?
Yeah, I'm saying it right.
What is it again?
So it's Mugen.
Mugen. I said Mugen, you said Mugen, or something like mucus. Right? He was the worst. I didn't do so bad. I don't feel as bad as this guy should.
So his name is pronounced Mugen. Mugen is the character, one of the characters from Samurai Champloo.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I know how to say it. Right. That's why I'm here. I'm here.
Well, I should have.
Reason says, will you do a call-in show for supporters, and what is the best site to subscribe to? A call-in show. Wow. Huh?
That would be dope.
I mean, it would be dope. I mean, it's something to think about, man.
Call it your own
Hey,
hair.
Reaper, do me a favor. Shoot me an email through IamSubstantial.com and let me know what you had in mind, and I'll figure out a way to kind of better work it.
That would
You
be a
ever
good
thought
idea
about
for the
putting album
podcast.
covers
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
t-shirts?
Yeah.
Patreon.
Yes, I have thought about putting album covers on
Did we talk
t-shirts.
about that?
Let me know
We talked
which
about
covers you had in mind. We
Any
did that.
cover from the garden. First and foremost. Any cover from the garden.
Absolutely.
That's what we talked about.
Yeah.
No, remember we had talked about pixelating them.
Yeah.
And but
Right.
that
was a slightly different joint. but yeah.
Appreciate that, Wendy Wyvern.
All right, so look.
Oh man!
So look,
hey everybody, look at check. Wendy just posted something about the rainforest because he can't post the link. So.
Okay, got you. So look, Wendy, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll copy and paste it, and I'll share it in there for everybody else. Okay. All right. Thank you, though, Wendy. I appreciate you trying.
Thank you.
Sacrifice T-shirt. I have one. Oh no, I had
one of the old.
He did make a sacrifice T-shirt.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Rainforest. Foundation.org.
Oh my God! I just got that. I just got that, Johnny. Look what Johnny put up there
too, because those Bop Alloy are too dope. That's what's up with Johnny.
No, Johnny up under Mugen. I was looking at them like, what is cow generation?
But that's the thing. Even that's still wrong because most people gonna see GEN and say Gen instead of.
But it was still clever, Johnny.
Yes. All right, so look.
You get 1.5 points for that, you sucker, for making fun of my knees when I wasn't here.
You know what I'm saying?
I synced it.
So real quick, we're gonna come back to
we joined in solidarity with the knees.
I'm here for knee support.
Yo. Hey, so real quick, we're gonna segue because we still gotta get into like I'm not gonna focus on we're going to T.Lucas, but I want to come back to not shows in particular. I'm gonna focus more on the fact that was it a D23 this weekend, and Marvel made some huge announcements. And the whole Spider-Man drama too. So we'll talk about that and all of that in a second, and then I'm sure Cash got like sports updates and stuff. So we got a lot to cover, but let's get to my man T.Lucas. All right, clap it up for T.Lucas. So
Oregon State legend.
All right, so for those of y'all who heard the song in the beginning, that's just a glimpse at how talented this brother is. For those of you who already support on Patreon, you heard the Patreon exclusive joint where he body bags the joint, literally made me rewrite my verse.
And that is real. I know that for a fact.
Because he came in while I was rewriting my verse. So this brother's that nice, man, and we have known each other for a very long time. But to kind of get the history really starts with you and this guy right here. So how did y'all two link up?
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, so how did y'all link up?
I'm gonna tell you, it's a small world, man. Small world.
Very small world. So the beginning of everything. Me and James Cash, we met through a mutual acquaintance by the name of Gregory Lucius Lawton.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Shit. Rest in peace. Yeah.
And we went to Fairmount Heights a while ago.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get into it.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Fairmount Heights, and you know, we was all just young kids trying to make our way, find ourselves, see who we really was, you know, character-wise in the world. And Greg was my running partner, you know, and through him, I linked up with James.
Yep.
And James never wanted to rap, and as I coincidentally found out that he kind of rapped and all that. I never heard one verse from James.
I did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never rapped. But
The irony is, Greg rhymed too. So Greg would rhyme, and then Travis would rhyme, and their styles were totally different. So you got Greg, who's mostly, you know, hard, you know, spitting that, you know, quote unquote real, you know what I'm saying? And then you had Travis, who was a lot more clever, you know what I mean? Who were a lot more lyrical with his stuff and everything. And it kind of reminded me of my man Stan, you know what I mean? And then to hear later on in life, you know what I mean? Because Travis had left my high school, and then he wound up going to Stan's high school. And it's super crazy because just in casual conversations, I'm talking to Stan, he's like, yeah, my man T.Lucas and everything. I was like, Lucas? I said, Travis? He's like, yeah. I was like, man, I knew him back in freshman year. You know what I mean? So it's ironic because the concept of hearing him rhyme, being more on the level that you were spitting, made y'all link up later on in life. You know what I mean? Yeah, somehow, some way. You know what I mean?
So can I segue?
Go ahead.
So I switched schools. I went to Suitland instead of Fairmount Heights. I'm going around, I'm rapping, I'm doing my little thing, you know. I think I'm the best MC in the whole world, God's gift to rapping. And then I'm in ROTC, so I'm in full ROTC gear, uniform, everything. One day, Stan gets wind that I rap, right? And that I'm challenging or think I'm the greatest or whatever in Suitland. So I'm chilling, it's a regular day for me, you know, sitting at my desk. He comes in the room as if he has permission from the corporal of the ROTC. Nope. And I don't know what's going on. He comes in. I think you had somebody else with you.
Yeah, because they came and got me.
They came and got you.
So yeah, because they.
I was talking so much.
Oh no! So let me tell you what happened. So like, I think before we met in person, I performed at like some school talent event, right?
Okay.
And I did like I was rapping over Snoop Dogg, the Shiznit, or whatever. Yeah. And so like, so I performed. And I don't know if did you see it? Were you at the joint?
I saw it after the fact.
Okay.
And I was like, I understand why this dude is great.
Okay.
But that's neither here nor there.
Thank you, sir. So like, so I performed, and then the following week is when I hear about him. But they ain't just come to me and was like, yo, there's another dude here who rap. He nice. You should check him out. That if they had just said that, my whole mentality would have been way different. But they was talking shit.
Get in your
Hey, bro. They up here. They talking mad shit like, yo, this nigga cook you, son. You know what I'm saying? This shit corny. You watch
somebody, and you know they was waiting for that shit. Like, ooh, we finally got one.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because I was definitely a dude that made his rounds. You know what I mean? Yo, were you with me when we went to like, Nick homegirl was talking,
yes, sir.
She was talking shit about her man.
Yes, sir.
And then like, we drove to a party and a party out Greenbelt, some other nigga party.
Yeah.
Who didn't know these rounds?
Yeah.
It was like, yo, you said your man, this your man?
Yeah.
What's up?
But that's the hunger.
I wish I had been there for that.
Yeah. And so I went to go find him, and I found out he was in the ROTC joint. And that was it. And I feel like they got me out of class. Like, I was sitting in my class. They knocked on my door. Class already started. This man knocked on the door. It was like, I basically say to the teacher, I need to go to the bathroom. I don't know how long I was gone. I was gone for a break to go find him. And then we just start like was it right then and there or was it later?
This man came in the ROTC class, so this ain't even a regular class, right?
You can't be up in there without permission and shit.
You can't even be like a civilian technically.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So he came in plain clothes. I was in ROTC uniform. And then he came in, pulled up a chair, and you know the desks are set up like how Stan's chair is set up right now. It's like a desk. He pulled his chair up to the front, put his hands down, and started rapping. I was like, what the fuck?
You ego man.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Definitely true.
I'm ashamed of you.
What is going on here? What is going on?
Oh,
but it was
God.
my dream, though. You know what I'm saying? It was like exactly how I pictured that a battle should go down. It's like, ain't no warnings, ain't no, hey, let's battle.
Yeah.
It's like, look, and he cooked it. And I was like, in my mind, I sat back real calm, unfazed, but in my mind, I was like, this dude is giving the business. Like, he's nice. So now it's like, I got something for you. And
in my mind, I'm like, oh, this nigga's nice too. Right? This ain't gonna be easy. Right? You know what I'm saying?
So then I think he came back again. He came back again, and I was like, I got one more rhyme, and this gotta finish him off. This gotta make him be like, hey, what's up? Let's be friends or something. No. At that point is when he snapped the Thanos glove. Because he freestyled. And he legitimately freestyled about what I was doing, how I looked, the ROTC room, everything that was going on, and ended it. And so I still had one more comeback from something short that I was writing at the time or had on my mind. It wasn't enough. He got up and walked away. And I was like, oh, I got embarrassed in front of my whole ROTC class. And he left out casually, calmly. George Jefferson walked out the door as if he had permission in the first place. And I was done. I was done.
Oh my God.
So part two.
Yeah.
I found what lunch period he had. And then I went and did the same thing to him that he did to me. I thought that would have some type of, some type of weight in the situation. I wrote a rhyme for him that day because I couldn't freestyle. I had no concept of freestyling and just coming up with words out the blue and picking them out and putting them together.
This motherfucker right here.
Yeah. You, hey, segue. You one of the nicest niggas I ever knew at freestyle.
I don't know about now. I haven't heard him do it in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I still did a freestyle at the Cali joint. Like, with LA, brought like they had a local rapper who I respect out there. We got up there, we shared some writtens, and then we finished off with freestyle.
You
an asshole, yo.
Yeah.
He is an asshole.
That's a good story, though, man.
The story goes so deep, but I'm gonna end the story like this. I went up to him at his lunch table, moved the food over or whatever, sat down, kicked my rhymes. It wasn't good enough still. And he freestyled again and torched me. So all praise to Substantial.
Yo.
All your
what up, Jazz?
In life in general, bruh, you really taught me what it was to be a true, tried and tested battle rap MC in this game, and I always respect you for that. You taught me that, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Transition that into being an act like a real artist, like
an artist
slash damn near musician.
Well, now he's helping me being, you know what I'm saying, getting crossing the T's and dotting the I's, so to speak, in my career. And it's a lot of dope stuff to come soon.
Yeah, buddy.
That live from
A3C.
Buddy.
Yeah.
So y'all haven't released y'all song yet?
So we're gonna get to that, but let me I just wanted to point out something, right? So while he's singing my praises, and that's great, right? I will take all of the blessings. But let me Let me just tell you something about this dude, man. Like, yo, like, so how many weeks in a row did you? So 95.5 is like the WPGC is like the main radio show here.
Yeah.
So this dude was like reigning champ.
Y'all heard me on
So
I'm friends with Truth in them. Like they told me when you were like I know I heard at least one of them joints. I told him for at least one of them joints. Yeah.
So look, so my man T.Lucas used to go by the CypherCon, and this dude basically like was torching dudes for weeks on WPGC. Like how many weeks in a row did you win on that joint? How long were you on that joint?
It was 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
You know what I'm saying?
8 weeks.
But then I got sick. I gotta say this I gotta say my side of the story because at the time the radio personality who was on there, Lorraine, you know what I'm saying? She basically she cooked me once I couldn't come up to the studio at that day on that Friday because I was sick. I ain't really had no direct contact with the radio station, so I tried to call in like 50 million times and I couldn't get through, and so at the time that I was supposed to go on, they really, not just forfeit. They was like, yo, I don't understand what's up with T.Lucas. We give people monumental opportunities to come up here and then you just F it up, dog. If you know anybody who knows T.Lucas, let him know that you stupid. You stupid. You blew an opportunity. Anyway, we don't care about him. And so I kind of took that to the heart. You know what I'm saying? So, but that was my reasoning behind it. It's like I was sick and I tried to call up there. I had a rhyme that I wrote about being sick, trying to go up there to kick it to be like, yo, I'm hurt or I'm sick and I'm trying to come up there.
But they radio personalities, so they trying to get laughs. And
I ain't even gonna blame it all on them, but at the same time, that's my side of the story. But I'm back and I'm better than ever, baby. I'm focused, I'm disciplined, and y'all gonna see a lot more amazing music from T.Lucas coming soon.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Hey, Fernando, thanks for the compliment, man.
Yeah, that's strong there, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no, he was saying, I don't know about his freestyling now, so he just saw, he was at the show I just did in L.A.
At L.A.
Yeah, and so what was crazy was he was at the show I did in D.C. the week before, and then he saw me at the show in L.A. too. So Fernando,
I need a loan, champ.
Loyal.
I need a loan, man.
I appreciate the support, brother.
I want to see what that's like.
Yo, what were y'all, you were about to segue into something before I was, giving him his props on that the PGC joint. I feel like y'all were about to say something. I don't know if it was related to. I just didn't want to forget.
We were trying to. I was talking about. We were saying that that would be a perfect time to segue in.
Well, I was just asking like, what are you working on now? Like, tell everybody what you're working on now, so they know to look out for you or to go out and support.
And remember, y'all can follow him on social media in the description and Spotify.
All right. All music. Well, first of all, my link, my name, at T.Lucas301. That's T.Lucas 301 on all social media. Now, as far as on streaming platforms, it's just T.Lucas. And then you can check out my past 5 projects that I've done, which have a lot of dope content. It shows you where I came from, my growth. But right now, I'm working on the new project with Stan. And the first single is Live from A3C, where we really met back up after all these years, you know what I'm saying, of being in Suitland, where we bonded. He had a dope freestyle in front of a crowd of like, what we gonna say, like 5,000 people. It was a big park. I forget what the park was named, but the park was flooded with people. And so they had a live freestyle session to where it's like, can you rock the crowd? And me and Stan, Godzilla as well, were some of the people who stepped up there like, yeah, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? And we all went up there and we really rocked the crowd. And ever since then, we've kept tabs with each other. And we're working on a new project now. It's, as of yet, untitled. Yeah. But check out the joint on Patreon, is it? Yeah, so for those of you who are already Patreon members, y'all have exclusive access to the track. And when we start to get the other stuff together, we're gonna actually roll out that track along with everything else to the public and stuff for y'all to, for everybody to check out. But I want to say to y'all, man, like
if you love that track, like the live from A3C, for those of y'all who heard it, fun fact, that verse that he dropped and the original verse that I dropped, not the one that's on there, we literally recorded that joint in the hotel room in Atlanta. Like, I brought down a portable studio setup. Like, the microphone we use is back there behind that old beat machine. And that's an old beat machine that I used to use back in the day when we was making for the group. Way back.
That's the first beat machine that I rapped on when I first met Stan.
Yeah, man.
So that's a piece of history.
Yeah, man. Look. Yeah, do you think?
Let it break.
Right. But yo, like, but yeah, man, so we just recorded that joint just off the cuff while we were at A3C in the hotel. Me and Godzilla did a song that morning, which later came out on Hypnot, and then we recorded something later that day. So while a lot of dudes is ripping and running through A3C, of course I did too. But like, yo, all I was thinking was like, yo, it's a lot of our dope ass friends all around this joint right now. I'm bringing equipment with me. And the night before we recorded that joint, our whole van got flipped by like the cops. We got stopped in South Carolina. They were going all through our shit. You know, they target all of us when we go down there for A3C. Cause they trying to find weed or whatever on there. Yeah, seriously.
Everybody trying to go to A3C. Like,
yeah, they waiting for you. They stopped us like 5 a.m. They went all through like my studio shit, all through everything, man. Like, you know, I was just happy, like, cause you know, when you pack up that type of shit, you trying to make sure it's like properly stowed so it doesn't get damaged and all this. And I'm just watching them fumble through all our shit, bro. Like, shit was crazy.
Knobs and
just fucking with everything, trying to like crack shit open. Like, it was wild, D. It was wild. But anyway, you know, I say all that to say, similar to like, shout out to the homie Jasmine, who was just up in here, aka Tsunami. For those who don't know, I'm gonna be working on a project with her. I'm gonna be working on a project with T.Lucas, and there's all of this other dope stuff that's happening, and it's just been a pleasure reconnecting with this brother because we got so much history, man.
I'm waiting for that tsunami.
Yeah, that tsunami's gonna be fire too.
Oh, you come on.
I ain't never ever driven to like he said. Oh yeah, Jay. So yeah, it's wild, man. We got lucky when we went down together. We ain't get stopped that time and stuff, and I'm glad we didn't, man, because I had my daughter with me for that trip. So. That would have been wild. But the beat machine has been passed on through generations, centuries old. Damn you.
Yeah, like Johnny, you are disrespectful. This man was using that damn beat machine. I think we were still in high school when we was coming to the apartment in Super, right? Yeah. So we talking about 95, 96, that machine.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have heard some of the sounds, like, I can like sit and thinking about that beat machine. I remember the sounds coming out of it being so amazing. But I guarantee you, if we went back to those sounds right now, we'd be like, oh,
But you know what's crazy?
What's that?
A couple of the beats that like was made on that joint, like in this day and age, I don't know if they definitely still ain't on it because it ain't like they got the little memory.
I got a next question.
Yeah, but like it's like some of those beats in terms of this whole lo-fi sound and stuff like that. Some of those beats might still hold candle.
Okay, yeah.
Like if I can find the cassettes with it on it, because Isaiah used to keep. Isaiah was the dude that kept all of our stuff, and I don't know if y'all remember, but Isaiah Houseburn.
Shit, that's right. Yeah.
So like certain stuff we had, we lost.
What about Confucius? You still got anything?
I still got our first demo.
Yeah.
I still got that joint, the scan joint. The original scan joint was me, Cash.
Dude,
yes.
What?
No, why don't you
Cash
Cash was on the original
and Jamal.
Put that shit on Spotify.
Before we go back,
or something. For your family,
I used to
it was the summer
and to hit it like y'all don't understand.
It was
So look, while they talk about if y'all like Substantial, you don't understand the rivalry. Like these two dudes were neck and neck. Like I am not bullshit.
And everything.
They were neck and fucking neck. Like if you would have heard the music that this, like he said, he is he came up with the concept for If I Was Your Mic.
If anybody should have done a duet, it should have been me and this dude because back then he pushed me And
it was some fire.
That's just how we were.
You need to put the Make the Face mixtape on Spotify and release all of your old shit for your fans, dog. It will be fucking fantastic, man.
It's old, Josh. It's some old stuff.
Oh, Josh, you don't understand. This motherfucker can I'm talking about rap, dog. Like rap.
Yo,
rap.
Cash, like, truth be told, Cash kept me sharp, man. Like, I felt like of the dudes I started with,
definitely.
Cash was like the most lyrical. You know what I mean? Like Cash had the punchlines for days and shit.
You don't understand. Like, this is no gas. This is no gas.
Ain't slicing at all.
No.
Like, Cash had better flow. I definitely had a better flow than me. You know what I mean? Like
no. Yes.
No.
I would never have thought that he would say this, but yes, I fully agree.
Hey, look. You know what I mean? Look, I'm just keeping it 100. I feel like how we started.
You hear the nigga voice.
And like, I mean, he already had the voice. Nigga sound like a grown-ass man from the first demo. You know what I'm saying? Nigga sound like he sound down on the first demo.
Y'all need to press this man out to put all that old shit up somewhere, man.
I still got a lot of it, man. I still got a lot of it.
Tell him put the Make the Face shirts back out, too. Because the shirts are even dope as shit. I think Nicole still got her Make the Face shirt.
But real jazz, the way I feel about music is, if you're God blessed, it really doesn't matter when you put the pen down. You can pick it up at any time and do it all over again. So it really don't. Yeah, that's just how
that's what you're saying.
That's what I believe that to myself.
So we're gonna get a J Cash substantial
anything possible.
I'm saying, staying out here producing all kind of shit. I mean, don't threaten niggas with a good time, James. Don't threaten niggas with a good time, man.
Right.
You got this nigga off his rocker with beats right now. You gonna say some shit like that?
I'm just saying.
I mean, look.
He always told me. He said, if you want to make it happen, you can make it happen.
Hey, what Uncle George say? What Uncle George say, Stan? Ain't nothing but something to do.
Hey, look, J Soul for like. he said he don't want another soul because J Soul got beats too.
Oh shit! That's what I was trying to look with.
Hey, Soul, whole time. Like when we first started talking about his stuff and stuff he's doing, like, brother, you absolutely need to be trying to holler at this dude, get some beats his way too, man.
Hey, Wendy, I would definitely love that, man. You can, hey, Wendy, I'm gonna tell you, you can use my likeness free of charge, man. I just like being. I'm serious too, man. You can take this and have it in your files if you ever use my likeness and you say I didn't say that.
That's that dude, man.
Hey, J Soul, look up on Spotify or wherever you listen. Look up a song by T.Lucas called "Sweet and Sour." All right, look that joint up.
T.Lucas.
We about to get all kinds of T.Lucas out. We about to get T.Lucas Substantial, T.Lucas J Soul. Hey, Miles, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bars, nigga. I don't spit bars, I spit hard metal gates. Rhapsody, I stole that shit.
Hey, I find it funny he said smoke, right? Just because niggas smoke so much.
I don't smoke.
Right. Just,
I don't smoke.
That's the only smoke.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Look at my face.
I got
He's lying.
What's up, Luke?
Cash, you got anything right now on your mind?
Not right now.
No?
Oh, James should open his mouth.
I know, right? Next time we'll be like, Cash got spit
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Everybody wants to hear you rap. Of course everybody wants to hear you rap now. I want to hear you rap now. If you're going to say something like that, I want to hear it.
If you want, by the next show, I can spit 16.
All right.
16.
So y'all heard it.
That is, man, that's y'all heard it. That is archive.
Next week,
I can spit 16.
Cash is spitting on the show. 16 bars.
I have the chills right now. I will definitely be here next Sunday.
But look, while we here though, right now,
what?
T.Lucas right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get him to spit something. And I got a beat playing by Pete Rock in the back. I'm gonna turn it up.
Motherfucking show tonight, boy.
Look, hold on.
All right, everybody, shut up.
Right. Everybody in the chat, shut up. Right. T.Lucas live, y'all.
Okay. Let me feel it. Okay. Alright. Kaboom! Look who stepped in the room.
room with a mask and a hoodie on like Dr. Doom. My chakras tuned. I really know lots of goons with full eclipse like the sun blocked the moon. Assume that you really know the price of fame, for they running up on you for your life and change. Your life done changed and now you doing life and change. So stay in your lane or get swiped like credit cards when they paying. Gotta move in this game so precise and surgically, for you end up on a news clip like Ron Burgundy looking stupid. You talking new shit? You got a new click? The truth is your chances out here slimmer than a toothpick. Look, respect the game for a second and think. Animals in that water become extinct. If you gonna swim or sink, really doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter the cost of that mink when you moving in the jungle rumble. Cause like Biggie, I'ma come out with a fur coat plus a lion. Why is you trying? I move like the star constellations of Orion. I'm freestyling. I don't understand why I'm trying, because this is my environment that I was grew up in, with me and Substantial trying to rip the pants off of.
Hey, this was a Substantial Sundays first. Yes. Good God Almighty. Right.
That's the first time.
Yeah, somebody spit on. Yes. Yes. You the first, bro. Like we've had. Yo, this is. Hey, this show. Hey, everybody archive the fuck out of this show. Goddamn. Yes, man. This is beautiful. This is fucking man. Yes, that eclipse bar. Yes.
Eclipse bar, that's what I was saying.
No, yes, I think everybody stopped on the eclipse bar. Indeed. Somebody asked for the transcript. Right. Hey,
yo, check out.
Hey, Tsunami gave you the throw up face. And she's retarded. Yeah. I'm sorry, that was not politically correct. Right. When it comes to rap, it is politically correct though. She's the R word. Yeah. Yo, you know, she's retarded. Is, you know, it's not a good word. Only rap retarded. That's the R word. She's only rap retarded. She's only rap retarded. That's different.
Mentally challenged on a skill.
Right, there you go. Mentally challenged on a skilled basis.
Tsunami.
Jay so stupid. Jay so. All right, man, check this one. Oh my God, yo. Oh, I don't have my towel and I'm sweating. Johnny, I'm sweating here, man. Hey, yo, please, once again, support. Follow T.Lucas, man. T.Lucas 301. Twitter, Instagram, everything, Bandcamp as well. And again, the links are all in the description. You can go ahead and link to his Spotify page there. Make sure y'all follow him on Spotify, because he's uploading a lot of his back catalog right now. So it's a lot of music up there already from T.Lucas. You can check out his process, man, like where he come from in terms of like his growth, because it's a lot of his old material leading up to this new stuff that's coming, man. So it's really exciting to be working with his brother again, man. I'm really proud of his journey and where he's at right now. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, make sure y'all support the brother. You know what I mean? Where did Joshua get that bar from? I'm 6'1" and I'm tons of fun. But yo, hey man, thank y'all so much. Shit, is it over? No. Yo, it's about to be 8:30. Let's go 4 hours. Let's go 4 hours. Hell. Hey Miles, I'm telling you, man. One day I'm a rap, man. Hey, funny shit is, I actually have rapped many times before, but these dudes have never heard it because of the, like, I would never rap for these dudes. Like, when I was in the military, I battled many a nigga in the military. You would never hear it. Because it was not like, for the people that heard me, like, I always like, because I used to channel the energy from y'all dudes, like, thank you. I have a rap book and everything, man. What? It sucks. Hey, Janet, you're hilarious. It sucks. Oh, man. It's in the house right now, and it sucks. Nicole was like, she was like, why don't you do some of that? I'm like, because this sucks.
That's the first time I ever heard that in rap history. I had a rap book and everything, and it sucks.
I'm gonna bring that shit through. I'm gonna bring it through.
I think you got some hidden jewels up there.
Nah, I don't. Because like I used to try so hard to be lyrical because I was around so many lyricists that I could never be myself. So I was always trying to be a lyricist. But like when I'm rap, like I rap all the time, like real shit. Because I play instrument, I rap all the fucking time. But it's just like for fun. So it's like it's
it's not anything really good. Like compared to these dudes, you'll never hear me rap. Never, because I know these guys.
Sherm on the Air Force dropping bombs. Yo, good looking out, Reaper.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention to y'all, man. The super chat is not activated, which basically means that if you want to make sure your question doesn't get missed, you can click super chat. It'll highlight yours in color and it'll allow you to pay money to donate to the channel. So yeah, so he just donated. Yeah, man. So thank you, Reaper.
So
and
you
so
know,
he said,
if these donations come through and you give
you.
them out as gas
I
money,
got you.
feel free.
That was the off-camera conversation. You know what I'm saying? But yes.
Free.
So did you guys listen to Funky DL's new album, Death? Yes, I did. In fact, I highlighted it on my on my Spotify joint. Yo, DL is just, you know what's dope about DL? He's a consistent dude.
That nigga's like caviar.
Yeah, man. He's not, it shit ain't for everybody. Like, if you're a dude who's like really
like
on the new
caviar.
wave and that ain't you, I mean, that's you, then you ain't gonna really appreciate what DL does. But if you're a dude who came from our era, right, and you miss the sound of that era, and you want a dude who's from that era, who's like, I'm still rapping like that shit never changed.
But it's still like, he does
still
something.
updated.
Something he does.
Still updates the sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, DL joint is dope. Death is a real dope project, and it's so low key because, like, you know, I didn't see him really put the promotion behind this project like he did with everything else that he's done. And it's really like he doesn't have to because he dropped this and then he just dropped some dope ass instrumental stuff this weekend and dropped that like a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, my bad. That's why I'm so loud.
I'm saying like, what is different right now?
Right. Why is staying yelling? Yeah, my bad. I turned it up when he was rapping. Yeah. That's why I'm talking so loud.
That was dope as shit, bro.
Sorry for yelling, guys.
Right. It's fucking historic tonight.
Yo, real quick, sports. Before we go.
We have time right now?
Yo, I mean, if you wanted to. It's up to you. I'll leave it to you.
I'm not the expert in sports.
Yeah, that's what, you know.
And it's football season, so, you know, me and Stan already, I don't know shit about football.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep it
4
short.
years next.
I wanted to do the Who Spit It segment, but that might have to wait.
Shit!
It had to wait till next week.
Definitely.
It had to wait till next week. That's cool. So the only thing that really came, exactly, Josh, the only thing that really came out, the biggest news was Andrew Luck retired. He retired yesterday on the sideline of the Indianapolis preseason game. When the press release, the fans booed him off the field because Andrew Luck said, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm injured. I'm 29 years old.
Dog, yeah, these dudes are figuring. And yeah, people, the jig is up on football, man.
Yeah.
The jig is up, man.
So the other caveat to that was he's owed $26.4 million.
Clap it up for the finesse.
Yeah, and
the
finesse. They had the option not to pay him, but Ursay, the owner of the Colts, said he's going to pay him anyway.
Yeah.
So he's
going to do it. You put your shit out there. You played.
He's walking out of there 29 with an extra 26 million in his pocket. Yeah.
I want to see more football players do that shit. Like, I thought Marshawn was going to be the catalyst for it, but he jumped back into it. I was hoping, like, for young black dudes, like, he was going to stay out and just start, you know, digging deeper into his businesses to show these younger athletes, like, yeah, get in, get your contract, get you a couple million, get the fuck out of there.
What I love about Marshawn, though, is he's doing a lot of work in his community and a lot of work with the youth. I don't know if you've seen that controversial clip of him. He told one of his youth players, get the fuck out my huddle, and the mothers dragged him over to the sideline because she didn't like the way he was voicing himself at his kids. Marshawn Lynch took the time to climb the bleacher steps, pull her to the side. First he asked her, is there a man with you? Okay, and a lot of women saw that and they took that offensive, but what he was actually saying is, you know, it's a brutal fucking sport. You know what I mean? And, you know, we talk to each other this way. And he basically said that, you know, when I speak to them, it's because I need them to know that if they're not doing something right, there are consequences to it.
Severe consequences.
And for me playing football, you know what I mean, as a youth, and when you play football as a youth, getting cussed out was nothing. Yeah. That was like, if you didn't
cuss out. My coach used to headbutt us, dog. And I'm talking about, like, our coach didn't have a helmet, and he would literally go down the line, grab our face, man, bow, have a good game, bow, like, dog. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, yo, football was wild, dude. It was real wild.
So you heard and you saw all those things coming up in sports.
I got y'all on the question.
I appreciated him for standing up and saying, look, there's no disrespect to him, but I got 100 different kids out here. If he's doing something wrong, I'm going to tell him the way that I choose. You know what I mean? That you're doing something wrong. It don't mean that I don't like the kid. It just means that when I say I do something,
man.
but see, this is the way that grown men talk and raise up kids. I had no problem.
Nah, because
I had no
like
problem.
you understand, like that's kind of like it's weird because I remember the first time. It's funny. This is real funny. I remember the first time my father said a curse word to me. It felt like right then and there, I felt like, oh, I'm in the club. Like real shit. Like it's real crazy, but I felt like, oh shit, my father just said a curse word to me. I'm on my way to being a man. Like it's really weird, and don't take it like I don't want you to take it like I was like my father didn't curse to me a whole lot. But it was like it was like a rite of passage. Like I want you to know you're not a child anymore. Like we're not like I'm trying to build a foundation, and I need you to know I'm not playing. I'm not playing anymore. So it's like I remember I stole my father's car. This was another time he cursed at me, and I knew. Like it was certain times. Oh yeah, sure. It's like certain man shit.
I didn't. I never told you about this. No, you did not tell me this.
So I stole my father's car.
I've known this nigga since 5th grade, and I've never heard this story.
Well, I'm about to tell this story.
And now you tell us you stealing cars and shit.
I stole my father's car several times. So
who the fuck are you?
Yo, took the words out.
So this is like the third. This is the third time. Because I had gotten away with it 2 times before. So the third time, I'm like, all right, I'm going to see my girlfriend, this girl named Tamika Bentley. So I'm going to see her, and so my trick was to back the car out of the driveway in neutral. Did I say her whole name? Did I say her whole government? I didn't mean to say her whole government.
No. When he said, yo, this is me, fire. I'm not going to say it out loud. Because I was hoping it was, because I've never had it. I was hoping it was. That's why I was willing to steal the car. That's why I was willing to steal the car. Because I was trying to find out if it was fire. So look,
I'm gonna die tomorrow. But
so my trick was to back the car out of the driveway. Let me tell the story. I backed the car out of the driveway in neutral, and I would start the car up once I got the car down the driveway into the street. So I backed the car out of the driveway to the street. Yeah. So this night I let the car, I'm letting it coast, and I get it out of the driveway, and I'm going to close the garage door. I would unhook the garage door from the electrical joint and everything. I was doing it was sad. So I'm going to close the garage door. MacGyver.
That's ingenious.
So look, I'm going to close the garage door, and I get out of the car, and I honk the horn. So wait, listen, the story's bad. Listen, it was an accident because I'm getting out of the car and I honked it with my shoulder. So I honked the car horn and I haul ass around the side of the house to lay in the grass by the air conditioner to watch my car like low crawl shit. I'm like this. I'm watching my pops like that. Yeah. So he comes out of the house. He walks out of the house and he goes back and I'm like, okay. It's no way he doesn't know anything. I'm fucked. Yeah. So I go back in the house, and he's like, my pops is looking at me. He's like, so what were you thinking about? He didn't quite say it like that. I tell him, I'm going to practice my parallel parking.
That's what you told him?
That's what I told him. Verbatim.
Of course you did.
Verbatim. I'm going to practice. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I'm going to practice my parallel parking.
In my mind, when he says it, like, this nigga throws on like a fake British accent. Nothing, father. I am simply going to practice my parallel parking, good sir. Oh man, that is all.
And look, and Pops is standing there leaning on the counter, just looking at me. He says to me, "What do you think? I'm a fucking idiot?" I was like, "Oh no!" I'm gonna die.
It just got real.
I'm gonna die because Pops doesn't use foul language very much. And it is only when it's man time. When it's man time, Dad curses. He's about to beat the Jesus. He's about to beat the Jesus out of me. He didn't. He just said, "What do you think? I'm a fucking idiot." I started.
Like Jesus flowed out your body like you on your own, nigga.
Oh, what?
You on your own.
It was over. So I say all that to say that it's certain times when men do certain shit to let young men know that they're introducing them to a whole new lane. So back into it.
Thought you was 007.
I thought I was. Thought I was.
That nigga was triple O.
Right, though.
But yeah, like
Oh
it's
my
certain
God.
times like, and that's why Marshawn said that shit. It's like it's certain things like even when I'm talking to my kids and my wife hears it, she's like, oh, why you like
It's
you
a
just
little
don't
too
understand. Yeah, it's like no, it's certain shit that especially as black men in this world, like you gotta condition your black child to be talked to in. But oh man, like it's no way to make that sound. It's no way to make it sound okay. Like you gotta condition your child to be talked to in fucked up ways sometimes. I hate to say it like that, but it's real, man. Because you get in situations as black men in America, with people in authority, and they get to talking to you in certain kind of ways, and if you don't know how to deal with it, you think you can return with that type of language when it's like no,
without severe consequences.
When you dealing with it with your father, you understand. It's like, oh, okay, I don't need to respond to you like that. Like my pops conditioned me to understand. Like, yo, when people talking fire to you, you can talk fire without talking fire. Like when you're this, that, and this. Like you can curl shit up. You can curl some real nice language up to sound real fucked up, and they can look at you like, damn, you just said some real fucked up shit to me, but it didn't sound fucked up, so I can't now respond to you with some fucked up shit because that shit was just worded very carefully. And that's kind of how it, like, if you got a real good pops, he can fashion that shit so you understand, like, yeah, I'm only talking to you like that because you're not understanding the other way that I was putting it to you. So here's fire. Like, oh shit, I didn't really like that. Okay, well, if you don't like that, well, listen to me when I'm talking to you this other kind of way. And it like, yo, so just segueing back, like all of that I said was to segue back to what he said about Marshawn, like, and it's like it's difficult because like as men and especially as black men, because I don't see it in other cultures as much because I'm not around other cultures as much. But like I'm in the earshot of a lot of dads a lot of times, and it sounds kind of crazy. But when you understand foundation and you understand, like, if he's a good father, there's another side to that. But if you're just in the public and you're just in earshot, it'll sound kind of different. Yeah. Right. But you got to understand, like, we're black in America. It's not like, this shit ain't regular, man. Being black in America ain't regular.
I think would that come from, you know, it might not have a direct correlation, but it's like how the Godfather spoke to people. Mm-hmm. It's like, now look, you come to me, you asking me these questions and these favors, but you don't even wish my daughter happy wedding on her birthday. Mm-hmm. You don't kiss the ring. You know, certain things. It's an eloquence to gangster. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And beyond gangster, it's an eloquence to the truths of life and masculinity, or how you're going to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? And there's a certain underlying tone that's like, you know, I could fuck you all the way up right now. Right. But it's how you put it so eloquently that it's like just don't play. Like, don't play with this alone. Don't leave this alone. It's that wisdom.
As a father of boys, I know, like, my speech, when I'm saying certain things a certain way, you know exactly where my head is and my level is. Yep. At a certain point, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Yeah. You the same way I talk to everybody else on the real. Right. It's like, I'm not your mom, I'm not going to pussyfoot around no more. You know what I'm saying? Yep. This is what it is. And that initial, like you said, that initial look they give you back, like, oh, wow, he really took it there. You know automatically, I just snatched your respect.
It's like when you see that lion roar at that lion cub, and you understand, he just cursed that cub out, and the cub's like, oh.
Let me fall in line.
I'm chilling now. I was just playing, but now I'm chilling. Hey, but I'm sure I'm looking at Stan's face, and Stan has the face of, we need to be rapping this
is the last track before the outro track.
Yeah, no, I was peeping your face the whole time. I was peeping it.
Look, right on cue. So look,
I
don't know if I'm out of time. A lot of what y'all are saying in the chat, absolutely agree. Jay Wellington, I've been in the presence of some African parents, and I know it's real. Johnny, I've been struck with a flip-flop once or twice in my life.
I'm not even going to talk about what I've been struck with. We're not even going to get into that, because y'all calling CPA on our show right now.
But to answer some quick questions I missed, Joshua asked me, who do I like working with more, Uyama or Kenichiro? Kenichiro's cool, But I definitely prefer working with Uyama. It's a more organic, like an easier process where usually Kenichiro and I sometimes take a minute to kind of work it out. Hey, Wendy, thank you so much for those, man, for the comment, man. We appreciate it. Right here, he said,
"Oh yeah,
man,
indeed."
And then this other question I missed from Johnny about how did you guys decide where the collab track goes? Oftentimes, before we do the track, we know whose project it's going to be on. Like for example, the track I did with Psystar or whatever, like that. When I gave him the beat, I already knew it was for my album and stuff, so that's why that went there. But like the track that you're referencing, Blind and Light, that was the first of what we plan to do as more tracks or whatever for collabs. And so Marcus D was the one who was going to distribute that. And then we talked about each one of us distributing a particular track and maybe placing it somewhere. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of conversation and thought that goes into it, and it depends on what artist is working on what at the time. But on that note, guys, we got to wrap up. Major shout out to the homie. Major shout out to the homie T.Lucas, man.
Hey, if you're not following him now, make sure you follow him. Hey, tell me your
again.
It's in the description.
Oh, okay.
It's in the description. At T.Lucas301, but on all streaming platforms, it's T.Lucas. Check me out. Cool. I love y'all. Thanks for having me. Substantial, Shamar.
Hey, Wendy. Hey, thanks for coming through, man. You helped make this a super dope show tonight.
It was a great.
Hey, dog, you're you're historic right now, man. First fucking freestyle in fucking substantial Sundays joint, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely make sure I check Hami Ham this week. And look, just for good measure, hold on, let's end it the way we started.
I was thinking the same shit.
On that sweet.
I wish you could end it on that song that y'all got together, but
that's Patreon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I heard it.
But don't worry, that song's coming out. But look, man, we want to end it with the brother T.Lucas again, and we got to get ready to go. I
hope y'all enjoyed.
I'm gonna let them hear a verse from it before I switch it over to y'all. This is good music. It's gonna take me out.
Oh yeah, James. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, James in here.
And this is available on Spotify right now, y'all. So make sure you support T.Lucas. Thanks, brother. Thanks, True. What's up, man?
Living the bylaws hotter than fire loans. I try hard, but at times my mind's gone. How will I pay the bills now that my second child's born? Now I can go on and so on and so on. And when I get home, my girl always putting the show on. She think I keep a secret. I just tell her roll on.
Wait, last fucking project.
Time to make moves. Put on my suede shoes, feeling so fly in the sky. I need a spacesuit. I'm so grateful, trying to make a breakthrough. Record that'll make your face sour like a grapefruit. And I'ma get it cause it's written in the stars like
welcome, Ryan. Thanks for joining.
Glad y'all enjoyed tonight, man. Got a battle Sherman Cash, got a battle right now.
Hey, y'all, we out of here for real though, man.
I killed it with the shirt, just the shirt.
Now we do a shirt MVP of the night, so they saying you won the night. You know what I mean? Best shirt goes to T.Lucas.
Hey man, actually, you can cop the shirt. You know what I'm saying? If you want a T.Lucas shirt, hit me up at T.Lucas301 on all social media. I'll get right back to you.
That's what's up. So look, y'all, on that note, we gotta go for real. Y'all have a good one. The music still be playing for y'all, all that good stuff. I know, man. We appreciate y'all.
Y'all trying to make us, nope, I'm not even gonna talk about it. We'll fuck around. Stop it, we'll fuck around and keep on going. Y'all still here? Y'all still here? I'm
It's fabulous, the sun is on my glasses and it's cool. Pina colada and some daiquiris. Remember they deserted me. Treat me like some cactuses. But now I'm about to take it there. I'm hotter than Jamaica, yeah. And how they gon' beat me at this game? I ain't playing fair. I made my bones, now I finally get a break in here. Young Shakespeare, focused on my paper trail. Gone.
Day by day, hour by hour. It's so sweet and sour. Day by day, hour by hour. It's so sweet and sour.
Stress piled on, thicker than nylon. Living the violence, hotter than fire alarms. I try hard, but at times my mind's gone. How will I pay the bills now that my second child's born? Now I can go on like so on and so on. And when I get home, my girl always putting the show on. She think I keep a secret. I just tell her roll on and please stop sweating me, cause I've been working so long. But now it's time to make moves. Put on my suede shoes, feeling so fly in the sky. I need a spacesuit. I'm so grateful, trying to make a breakthrough. Record that'll make your face sour like a grapefruit. And I'ma get it cause it's written in the stars like a starlight, star bright. Wonder where you are, tight bar after bar. No strife, no scar. Now my life shine bright like the lights on your car.
Day by day, hour by hour, it's so sweet and sour. Day by day, hour by hour, it's so sweet and sour.
Well, anyway, I remember just sipping Hennessy. I'm broke, I'm in my crib, and I know that for sure my rent be late. My landlord's knocking at my door. I'm asking, can he wait? Cause money that I owe the line's longer than the MVA. Selfish dreams crushed with my self-esteem. Catching sales of weed. I'm where the smoke is like kerosene. I needed charity and nobody was hearing me. No recipe to make this cake, no Sara Lee. That was the days when I ain't even have a jacket. Now miraculous, it's fabulous. The sun is on, my glasses and it's cool. Pina colada and some daiquiris. Remember they deserted me. Treat me like some cactuses. But now I'm about to take it there. I'm hotter than Jamaica, yeah. And how they gon' beat me at this game? I ain't playing fair. I made my bones, now I finally get a break in here. Young Shakespeare, focused on my paper trail. Gone.
Day by day, hour by hour.